Northern youth leader threatens to flog Sowore on Abuja street over criticism of Abacha, Buhari, other Northerners. No be small thing. You want to flog Sowore? Now wow. A self-proclaimed Northern youth leader, Abdul Dambatiri, has issued a direct threat to human rights activist and former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore over his recent criticism of former military dictators from northern Nigeria, including the late General Sani Abacha. Sowore had recently taken to social media to condemn what he described as the celebration of the Abacha family amidst Nigeria's current economic struggles under President Bola Tinubu's government. Imagine Abacha family celebrating the fact that their ex-maximum dictator father left Nigeria better than Tinubu is running it, Sowore posted. The activist also lashed out at former military ruler General Ibrahim Babangida retired, calling him a crazed man doing animal talking. Following Babangida's controversial statements regarding a deadly flood in Niger State that claimed over 200 lives, Babangida has said what happened in Mokwa is unfortunate, but it is ordained by Allah. Ordained by Allah. It is beyond our powers, and this is why we should all continue to pray for the souls of the deceased. In a video posted on Facebook, Dambatiri, who introduced himself as the president of Northern Nigeria Youth, lashed out at Sowore for what he described as this repeated disrespect towards Northern leaders, especially late Abacha. He said, "My name is Ambassador Abdul Batiri, the president of Northern Nigerian Youth." No be smart, the president of Northern Nigerian Youth. I want to send a direct warning. A direct warning, I say it once again. A direct warning to Sowore. He began, no be smart. Sowore, enough is enough. We are warning you. You have been doing that with most of our elders from the north. Now again, you have been doing it on General Sani Abacha. Dambatiri will describe Abacha as one of our sterling icons. No be smart. Expressed outrage that the late dictator was being criticized despite his death. So you now want to flog somebody. No be smart. General Sani Abacha is no more. He's late. But why is it that everybody will keep on saying trash against General Sani Abacha? Is it because he's no more? Is it because he cannot wake up and speak for himself? My brother, that is how the world is. That is how the world is. Even a dead person, they talk about them. So what is so special about your Abacha that you now want to flog somebody? Now, he then went further to threaten physical violence against Sowore if he continues to speak against northern figures. If you ever disrespect anybody from northern Nigeria, we will make sure we will flog you in the street of Abuja. Enough is enough. You have been doing that with most of our elders from the north. You have been doing that with former President Muhammadu Buhari. Now again, you have been doing it on General Sani Abacha. Dambatiri said, "We cannot take it any longer." Yeah. If you think you can disrespect the Inspector General of Police, or you can disrespect anybody, any elders from the south where you came from, you don't respect elders. We will not allow you to disrespect our elders from the north. Okay, now, Sowore, you have been warned. You have been warned, though. They say they will flog you. We, the Northern Nigerian youth, we respect our elders. Oh, really? Our leaders, most especially General Sani Abacha. General Sani Abacha is one of our sterling icons, whom we, the Northern Nigerian youth, respect so much. General Sani Abacha is no more. He continued. He said, "If you ever disrespect anybody from the north again, I will not take it lightly. It's better you know that you are now more a youth leader. Please, go and look for business and do. You like this now, you have business, so president of Northerners Youth, no be smart thing. You need to go and look for a better business and do so that you stop disrespecting elders. If you think you can insult any elder from the south where you came from, you don't respect elders where you came from, we will not allow you to continue doing that in the north. Enough is enough. Don't ever again. Don't ever. Hey, voila. Don't ever insult anybody from the north. Any elders from the north, talk less of calling the name of General Sani Abacha. In May, a group of protesters held a public demonstration in Abuja demanding the prosecution of Sowore for what they describe as consistent attacks on politicians, including former Senate President Bukola Saraki and former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi. chanting slogans and carrying placards with messages like mass rally against fake activists and manipulators and opposition rejects Sowore and his minions. The group harshly criticized Sowore for his persistent criticism of Nigerian leaders and his stance on systemic irregularities. The protesters accused Sowore of using his platform and social media influence for personal vengeance while making comments on issues of national interest. Speaking to journalists during the protests, one of the organizers said, "We are here today to address the pattern of reckless rascality disguised as activism, one that has become a dangerous virus in our national life, championed by none other than Omoyele Sowore. What began as a promising voice of dissent has now descended into toxic cocktail of arrogance, misinformation, and deliberate blackmail." The speaker alleged that Sowore's criticisms are not born out of patriotism, but out of personal bitterness and blatant sense of righteousness. He said he sees nothing good in Nigeria, but because he has trained himself to only see through the lens of conflict. For example, he falsely and viciously targeted Bukola Saraki, launching a barrage of accusations with no solid proof. He blackmailed Peter Obi and several other political figures to the extent that the title of blackmailer-in-chief was coined for him. The speaker said the group called for the immediate prosecution of Sowore for cyber libel, incitement, calculated character assassination. Enough is enough. Freedom of speech was never meant to be a weapon of social sabotage. The speaker said the further urged key stakeholders in Nigeria's civil society and media landscape to distance themselves from Sowore. No be small thing. Oh, Sowore, you have been warned though. They've told you now that they will beat you. So, you better don't even go to Abuja. It is well, you see it happen as does this one smoke Canadian loud? I've been a shashawa kewe, no be small thing. They are going to beat President of Northern Youth. It is well. Last Stephen says, Yokoboko would not fit catch Sowore. Sowore says they spoil things but can't be criticized. But they expect us to criticize our own. We can appeal to our own to make sure they do the right thing. We shall be so unwise if we condemn our own for the very things others would never blame their own for. Not every bad tribes call bad things what they are, of course. Yeah, 247 says this country in Nigeria na cruise. Nothing if you tell me na cruise better cruise. Akade John says in a lawless country, anything flies, anything goes. That's just it. Benue says, what Sowore moves to Abuja to see what they can do. Let's wait and see. Over to you, my listeners. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.